Hi, it's Michelle Wilson of themomoasis.com and creator of the Habit Makeover. And I am so glad you made it to this video series where we'll be talking about the 5 reasons you haven't been able to keep your resolution or change a habit in the past. And we'll get to the 5 surefire steps to finally and easily change any habit and live the life you crave. So are you ready to get started? The first thing you may have been missing: many people aren't really clear about their goals and what they want. Maybe you've set a goal in the past that was a little bit fuzzy, like, I know I want to be healthier this year, or I plan to watch a little less TV and maybe do some more journaling. Now, they sound great, but unless you're really specific with details and you have a plan to follow through, you won't really stick to it. It becomes more like a wish without any muscle or magic behind it. Now, I also want you to be clear about your big why. Why change this habit? And if you can get really clear about what your life could look like once you've made this transformation, if you can get a really clear vision about how it would look and feel and get excited about it, that is like magic pulling you toward your goal. Now, if your goal is more about what you think you should do or what somebody else wants you to do, then your motivation will definitely fizzle out. The second thing you may have been missing when you tried to change a habit in the past is that you weren't consistent enough. Now, here's where I like to share exciting research in neuroscience. The more they study the brain, the more they learn how we change, and that we can actually create new neural pathways or literally rewire our brain, which is pretty exciting. Now, there was a study of some astronauts who were instructed to wear goggles that had convex lenses, which essentially made the world look completely upside down. And they were supposed to wear these goggles for 24/7, even while they slept, to study how they would handle disorientation. Well, what the researchers didn't expect was that around day 26 to day 30, every single one of the astronauts, their brain learned to adapt and flip the image. So even though they were still wearing the goggles, the world looked right side up. Pretty fascinating, right? Now, what does that have to do with consistency? Well, part 2 of the story is even more fascinating. Another study, they instructed the astronauts to take off the goggles at about day 15. But what they found was they still needed an additional 26 to 30 consistent, uninterrupted days in order for their brain to make that change, to develop a new neural connection. So you may have heard the saying that a habit takes 30 days to form, and now you know why. You can make the decision to change a habit in just a few seconds. But in order to work with your brain and have it become easy and automatic, like brushing your teeth, that takes consistency that's uninterrupted. So to wrap things up, the 2 things you may have been missing: you weren't clear or consistent. And those are also the 2 first essential ingredients to changing a habit. And I will let you know how to find out how to implement those 2 steps coming up if you keep watching. Now, do you know what drives 90% of our behaviors and our actions? You will after watching video number 2. I really want you to be able to finally and easily change any habit and live the life you crave. So I do hope I see you on the next video. Take care.